Welcome back to Hannity. So with the Iowa caucuses behind us, the candidates are now setting their sights on New Hampshire. Governor John Kasich, he's been gaining traction in polls in the Granite State and has picked up some big endorsements along the way. Joining us now is the governor from the great state of Ohio, the Hawkeye State, 2016 Republican presidential candidate, John Kasich. How are you, sir?
Buckeye State, Sean.
I'm sorry, the Buckeye State. That's what I said, the Hawkeye State, the Buckeye. I was thinking Iowa, sorry. Buckeye State. Now, question. Very important. You didn't really go all in Iowa, and I brought this up to you, and you're kind of disputing it a little bit last week, but you really have been focused on New Hampshire. Latest three polls, right. I have you at 8, 9, and 9. The last three polls, Boston Herald, CNN, U.S. Mass, Lowell. Thoughts? Where are you, and where do you think you will be, and where do you need to be?
We had a poll yesterday from ARG, which is a private pollster, and we were at 16. Which felt pretty good, and we're running in second. I mean, most people acknowledge you take the average of the polls, and we're up there in second place. And look, Sean, I've had millions of dollars spent against me up here, which confirms how we're actually doing. I mean, Jeb and Christie, and apparently we hear Rubio spent a lot of money, hitting me up here, and that kind of validates where I think we are. But I will tell you, we have a great ground game. I'm going to be doing my 92nd town hall meeting tonight, and we feel very good about where we are, and we have to do well in New Hampshire, but we're prepared to move to South Carolina, to Nevada, to the South, to Michigan. I mean, we have
so you're in all the way.
We're prepared to be able to move.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, in fairness, I have two other polls from Thursday, and this is not a long time ago. You were at 12 in the Suffolk poll, and NBC Wall Street Journal, you were at 11. So you're probably right there at the double-digit mark, 10, 12, somewhere in that area combined. And that would probably put you in third place if things hold where they are now. But you want to do better than that.
Well, we want to be a story coming out of here, and it'll be up to you, Sean, to say the day after how you think we did. And no, I'm serious. We'll sit down on the 10th, and we'll decide whether we've done well enough to be a story. Because if we're a story, then all of a sudden I will get heard, because I'm the least known of all the major candidates. I am not a celebrity candidate, so therefore I need to get some oxygen, and if we do well here, we've got many, many people across the country who are poised to jump in. And look, I mean, the message is really simple. I'm not only a guy who's been fighting, but I'm a guy who wins, whether it's balancing the federal budget, reforming welfare, whether it's fixing Ohio, cutting more taxes than any governor in the country, running surpluses, solid pensions, and ability to restore economic growth. I mean,
do you think that message, I know your record because I covered you when you were the head of the budget committee in Washington. That's how old I am. But I covered your campaign in Ohio. I've watched you evolve as a candidate, and you do have that record. Do you think it's gotten out there enough?
Well, in New Hampshire, it has. People know me now. We do these town halls. And, nationally, no, people still don't know me. And that's why it's imperative that we do well in New Hampshire. I've said all along, if we get smoked up here, I get, blown out, I'm going back to Ohio. But I don't think that's going to happen, Sean. And I've been telling you all along, we were going to creep up, creep up, creep up, and begin to emerge. And, in a tight field like this with so many candidates, Gordon Humphrey, the former U.S. Senator, says we have the best ground game he's seen in 40 years. So, the ground game, the town halls, the positive media, we're running a positive campaign, talking about the record. I believe it's working here, but we're going to know in about 6 days.
All right, Governor, we appreciate it. We'll continue to allow you to use these airwaves to get your story out. And I think our audience needs to hear from all you guys. Very big primary. As you point out, 1 week from tonight, we'll know the answers. Thank you.
All right, Sean, thank you.